Yes, guys. I'm here again at Holy Innocents. This is situated at Ayshford in St. Thomas. Ayshford is spelled Ayshford. Holy Innocents Anglican Episcopal Church. This is on the road to Harrison's Cave and Richmond Hall Gully. And again, Harrison's Cave runs all under here. That is why the set of any services going on at the church, that the organ from the church vibrates into the cave. Up the road now, we'll be leading you back to St. Thomas Post Office, which is just around the corner. From here, St. Thomas Post Office, which is the beginning of Richmond Hall, St. Thomas. Richmond Hall begins in this section here. And this is the section where the old boys' school was, when it was Holy Innocents Boys' School, which later became the Vickers Club. We used to hold functions for the church. And the little road here is known as the line that would take you back to Brian's Road and Richmond Hall, St. Thomas. Up the road now will be the beginning of Richmond Hall. So I'm in the peaceful rural parish of St. Thomas, the parish where my family from my mother's side originated from. They bury people over here now. They do not bury people in the churchyard anymore since the cemetery in the churchyard is filled. So in this cemetery here will be the final resting place of my great-grandmother, great-grandfather, well, I'm not sure what my great-grandfather, who died before half of my family were born, Joseph Levine. His name was Joseph Levine, but the rest used to refer to him as Jojo, who died in 1956. My great-aunt told me the story that he died in 1956, so he died before my mother was born, and my two uncles and my aunt. So my first uncle, of course, he would know about him, but he would have been a little boy about 2 years old. My first uncle would have known about him, but he would have been a little boy 2 years old. This is the other section of the cemetery here, where most of the people are buried now. They need to cut the grass though. This section here, the grass has been cut. So this guys, Holy Innocents Church, Anglican Episcopal. So my great-grandfather, Jojo, or he'll be my great-grandfather, yes. He died before I was born. My mother was born. Yeah, Apple. He died in 1956. Yes. He died in 1956. He left among his wife, Anki, which many of the family refer to as Anki. Her real name was Keelan Levine, but because of the shortened version, Aunt Key, my first two aunts were closer to her because they were raised with her in the house behind the bridge in Richmond Hall, St. Thomas, behind the gully. So they would know her. They were closer to her. They were born in the 40s. They were born in the 40s, the mid to late 40s. So they were raised with her in the 1950s in Carrington's Village, St. Thomas, which is just below the bridge, at the back of Richmond Hall Gully, which is in this parish as well, in St. Thomas. And they refer to her as Anki because of her initials, Aunt Key, which stands for Keeling Levine. So everybody call on the name Aunt Key. She died in 1987 at the age of 95. Born in 1892 and died in 1987. She would be 94 and a month. If she had lived longer, but she died at 94, she would have been 95 that year. And she was a well-respected woman. She died before I was born though, but I'm going with the stories I was told. She And she was buried at Holy Innocents as well. My She was buried at Holy Innocents along with my great aunts and great uncles. Well, my mother and one of my aunts and two uncles were born and raised in the parish of St. Joseph in a place called Branchbury. So they did not attend school at Holy Innocents. They attended school at St. Anne's Primary, which is in St. Joseph. But they still spent time with the family in St. Thomas, but they mostly were raised in St. Joseph. I still have cousins and other family members that are laid to rest at Holy Innocents. One or two still attend church here, such as my great aunt who sings in the choir. So as I said before, all under here is Harrison's Cave. Harrison's Cave was founded in 1970 by Danish speleologist Ole Sorensen and Barbadian Tony Mason, who together dug their way through the cave, swimming through several narrow holes and several tunnels, and then in 1981, all in the 70s they were exploring the cave, and then in 1981, on the 28th of November, the cave was opened as a public attraction by the Prime Minister of the day, Tom Adams, who was the parliamentary representative for the parish of St. Thomas. And he was also the Minister of Finance, and he's the one who opened Harrison's Cave. And then on the 9th of July 2021, the cave was reopened under new management, who was Chuckle Limited from Jamaica. Those are the new owners of the cave now, since 2021, on the 9th of July. So Holy Innocents is the foundation for most of my family. Holy Innocents is the foundation for my great aunts, great grandparents. Well, when my great grandmother Auntie was going to school, there was no Sturgis, there was no Holy Innocents Primary School. They attended Sturgis Primary School, which is also in St. Thomas, but further across, closer to her home. Sturgis Primary School was just across from where Harrison's Cave is. And the principal there was Miss Springer, who was the mother of one of our Governor Generals and national hero, Hugh Springer. Miss Springer was the principal at Sturgis Primary. She was the principal at Sturgis Primary, and my great grandmother, Auntie, attended Sturgis Primary School. That would have been back in the 1800s, early 1900s. How we get here now? How we get here now? Oh. Yes, guys, all Holy Innocents Church and School area. It's situated along Ayshford and St. Thomas. Huh? Oh. Yes, guys, St. Thomas is in the center of the island, along with the parish of St. George. But there is no sea nor coastline in these parishes. These are the two landlocked parishes here in Barbados, best referred to as the heart of Barbados. or the central upland of Barbados. You sign that, you know. Could have come and get that bus of me. Could have come and get that bus of me. Yes. Go on, man. See you later. Huh?
That plane no coming up there.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Alright.
Yeah, get home
What
good.
time you gonna left here?
And when the bus come now?
Oh,
Yeah.
trying to get home, boy.
Yeah, you too. Go on. Get on good. Yeah. Like what? See you fattening? Oh. Get on good. Yes, that was one of my family members who I ran into. So yes. So this is the church cemetery here. So the only people that will get buried in here now would be the people that have bike graves. My great uncle, Uncle Percy Ellis, who was a lay preacher at Holy Innocents. He was also a teacher at Holy Innocents, by the way. I don't know him either. He died the same year I was born, in 1993, but he was a lay preacher at Holy Innocent, and he was laid to rest here. He died when I was a baby, so I don't know him either. But this is the foundation for most of my family members. Yes guys, thanks for watching now. I hope you enjoy, and more videos to come as time goes by. And this is my favorite parish in Barbados, the parish of St. Thomas. And the track, as I said before, that leads you back to Brian's Road in Richmond Hall, known as the Line. And there was a lady by the name of Ursula who had a shop up here years ago, but she is dead now. She used to run a shop between these two houses here. Her name was Ursula. She ran a shop for many years. She ran the shop in my grandmother's time, my aunt's time, my great aunt's time, and after my younger cousin. Well, she is older than me, but she is still my younger cousin, who was in her 40s, and she also, or Ursula also served there in their time as well. But Ursula is dead now. Thank you guys for watching, and have a blessed evening. And I see you guys hear how quiet the area is. You can hear the sounds of the birds and the sheep and the cattle in the nearby fields. So this is a peaceful area, quiet, peaceful area in the heart of Barbados. A beautiful rural parish called St. Thomas in the center of the island. Thank you guys for watching now, and have a blessed evening.